And let's begin by getting you an India Today exclusive news break. CCTV footage that we've accessed here on India Today of the Khargone violence during the Ram Navami procession. Now, the CCTV footage shows more than 5 unknown miscreants waving swords and pelting stones. That's what you see on your screens. There are 8 people gathered, throwing stones, brandishing weapons. Some of them can be seen vandalizing the parked vehicles right next to them. This is with regards to the incident that played out on April 10th, where stones were allegedly pelted at a Ram Navami procession, prompting the police to fire tear gas shells to control the situation. The pelting of stones also triggered arson, and several vehicles and houses were set ablaze. 100 people have so far been arrested in connection with this violence. Let's take this across to Hemendra Sharma. He's joining us live with more details on this. Hemendra, we're playing out that incriminating CCTV footage. There will be questions asked about how these men, so brazenly, they've got their faces covered. About 8 of them are seen in this footage. They're pelting stones, they're brandishing weapons. It will lead to questions about whether all of this violence that we witnessed on April 10th was actually pre-planned.
Well, these questions are being raised, and questions are also being raised over the intelligence of the state police as to if such preparations were being made for a riot-like situation, what was the intelligence department doing and what was the police department doing. But having said that, because that is a sensitive area, and because the Ram Navami procession was to take place, and it was to pass from the areas where there were religious places of other communities as well. So there is some kind of anticipation also amongst communities, and it has been seen that various communities in some pockets of the state are in fact are in riot mode all the time. The preparations are always there, and whenever it is required, those preparations come out, and it possibly could be that this is part of that, because the way they have been brandishing, the way the petrol bombs were used, definitely that kind of preparation has to be required. But we have witnessed it in the past also that there are certain areas in various parts of various cities, including Khargone and some other parts of the state, that are perpetually in riot mode.
Okay, Hemendra, we'll track the latest updates that come in on the shocking, really, what played out in Khargone. You look at the CCTV footage of how brazenly those rioters are targeting the Ram Navami procession. As I mentioned, over 100 people have been arrested so far in the violence that broke out on April 10th in this district. Thanks, Hemendra, for those details for the moment. Now, this kind of violence wasn't just limited to one part of the country. In Gujarat too, that too in Khambhat, there were in fact incidents of arson, of violence that was reported, and massive revelations have been made now by the Gujarat police as they investigate those communal clashes in Gujarat. Here's an India Today exclusive. The Gujarat police has claimed that these riots were pre-planned and executed in a sleeper cell module to establish the dominance of the minority community in the town. Now, the police revealed that foreign funding was also involved in this case to carry out the attack. The police have revealed that the main accused, identified as Razak Hussain Patel, was from a nearby dargah. The accused held several meetings, secret meetings, to actually plan this kind of an attack. According to the cops, stones were collected well in advance for the attack. They ensured that they were fully armed. The community fundraising was also done to ensure that they could target this Ram Navami procession. So incriminating details emerging as the cops are investigating this case. They're saying that there was clear funding provided for this kind of an attack, and that all of it was planned much in advance.